Alrighty, guys. So we got the next segment for you guys here. Basically, this basically well to start, Pete Hegseth reposted this video. As you guys might know, it was one of probably the more prominent news events of recent weeks. Really, it's basically this pastor. He's like a Christian nationalist, and him and his buddies want to repeal the 19th Amendment and, weird shit like that. Uh, and basically he supported this sexual assaulter, and it's just insane. I'm going to break it all down to you so you can see it in real time what happened. And but I will show you a little bit or a little piece of this video if you haven't seen it. I'm sure a lot of you've seen it, but I don't want to bore you with the whole 7-minute video. It's basically him just spewing his Christian nationalist ideology. And here's one of the. It's just I'm just gonna play a clip. It's basically him saying that he wants to repeal the 19th Amendment.
Says in his vision of a Christian society, women as individuals shouldn't be able to vote. His fellow pastors Jared Longshore and Toby Sumter agree.
In my ideal society, we would vote as households. And I would ordinarily be the one that would cast the vote, but I would cast the vote having discussed it with my household.
But what if there's your wife doesn't want to vote for the same person as you?
Right. Well, then that's a great opportunity for a good discussion.
There are some.
AKA, I make the decision, bitch, is what he wants to say, right? So, well, let me just go right into it here. So basically, this the name of this church, the main pastor, that wasn't the main pastor there. His name is, Doug Wilson, okay? Pastor Doug Wilson, that's the main guy in the video, and here it's gonna be on ChatGPT just because I'm sorry. There's like a million different sources, and I don't want to switch to each source. And this one, it brings it all to me right here. So I went through a lot of it, okay, and I verified a lot of this stuff is not bullshit, it's real. So I usually get it from articles, but there's a million articles that I had to go through to connect all the dots, okay? So here's this guy, all right? Steven Sittler is his name, as you can see, the first 2 bullet points already. He pleaded guilty to felony charges. I'm going to go through the points first. Steven Sittler pleaded guilty to felony child sex abuse charges with multiple victims, okay? That was in 2005, mind you. Okay, Christ Church received criticism for slow disclosure to church members regarding Steven Sittler, so he was reluctant to tell, I guess, the church that this man, a member of their church, was a child sex abuser. Doug Wilson, the owner of the church, found Steven Sittler repentant, accepted him back into the church, and wrote a letter to the judge vouching for him. Okay, this is a child sex offender. Okay, he should be serving life. He should be serving time, jail time. This is a year after he committed this crime, and he just saying that he repented and he's good to go now. Okay, in 2007, Steven Sittler was released from prison, and Doug Wilson referred to him as a forgiven sinner. Okay, offering pastoral oversight to monitor him. Okay, you're gonna monitor him now that he's out. How did he get out 2 years after? Sexually abusing a child? I have no clue. Okay, 4 years later, Steven Sittler got married with Doug Wilson. Well, not actually married with him in his church. He got married in his church. I've read this, so I'm just summarizing it for now. With Doug Wilson officiating the wedding, and Sittler and his wife had a baby. Okay, they had a kid. The Sittler, the sex offender, and his new wife that Doug Wilson's church oversaw. Okay, 2015, Steven Sittler sexually abused his infant son and confessed to the abuse. Okay? This was 4 years later. This child is 4 years old. Okay? And in this church that the pastor of the pastor of the Secretary of the Defense of the United States that he reposted is doing this. This is ridiculous. Okay. This is, I guess it summarizes it here. Post 2015, after Sittler's confession of abusing his infant son, Doug Wilson published an open letter stating that Sittler was welcome in the church. Guys, what are we doing? This guy is, he said that he'd oversee him, Doug Wilson, the pastor of the church, after he committed the first crime in 2005. Okay, he goes to jail, he gets out only 2 years later. How the fuck did that happen? I have no clue. That's ridiculous, okay? He gets married, whatever. 4 years later, after he has his own child, he sexually abuses his own infant son. 4 years later. And then the pastor, a HEGSETH'S pastor, says that he's welcome back in the church. I'm a Christian. Who is supportive of that? Like, this is ridiculous, guys. Like, and I get that he's repent or whatever, but listen, he's a child sex abuser. I mean, how many times can you let him sexually abuse a child? Why is he not in jail? He deserves to be jailed. He should not be out of jail. I'm not sure what happened to him after 2015. He confessed to doing it. Hopefully he's in jail for 20 years at least. But I mean, that's just ridiculous. I mean, how can he be let free? Absolutely mind-boggling how you can just sexually abuse or sexually abuse his son or just kids in general for that matter, however many times you want, and just be welcomed back every time. That's just not how it works, guys. I mean, you can't, from coming from a Christian, faith without works is dead, and you cannot, just keep doing it and just keep repenting. That doesn't work like that. And even from a secular view, you can't, you can't sexually assault somebody and not be in jail or go to jail for 2 years. That's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, that's just insane. Literally insane. That's the best word I got. Fucking insane. All right, guys. I actually went and found out where Steven Sittler is now after that 2015 violation. I don't know what happened after, but well, here it is here. So apparently, in 2005, right, when he did the first sexual abuse of a child, okay, he took a plea deal, and it says that basically he got life parole, pretty much, okay? And then in 2015, when he did the sexual abuse, apparently it's just a violation. So there was no new criminal charges or any prison time that he got. So I'm struggling to see what he got. I mean, like, you just don't get a violation and that's it. Usually if you break parole, you go to jail for anything, right? I mean, that's, common sense. Let's see here. And then it says, supervised community with safeguard and reincarnation treatment progress. Okay, and this is an opinion, but it says possibly due to maybe he had good progress reports or some shit. I don't know. Who gives a fuck about his progress reports? I mean, that's just ridiculous that this guy that sexually abused a child twice, one his own son, and that church was writing a letter to the jails that he's he vouches for him. That could be a reason that he didn't get any charges. Small town, maybe the church has a little bit of pull, but yeah, there you have it, guys. I mean, I did use ChatGPT for a lot of it, or Grok, whatever you want to say, but It's because it's a lot of it's like this huge document of like 30 pages, and this of just like this his I guess indictment papers or whatever, and that story was brought to me that I saw, so I wanted to go over that, and I did, and made sure that it was all correct. So it's just insane, and it's just absolutely insane that is a thing, and even our people in office believe this shit, obviously, because that man goes to his church, and and I don't think today anything with a regular church, right? I don't think they support repealing the 19th Amendment. Like there's not definitely not a church I go to. They don't believe in repealing the 19th Amendment and just weird things like that. So it's definitely a niche. I'd feel like most of America wouldn't agree with repealing the 19th Amendment. So it's just crazy.